now apparently, again, back with the booze patriotism. I can't stand it so much. So remember well, no, you're younger than me. I'm old. I was barely able to drink when these commercials came out. I think I was 21. So I guess I could vote or I could drink in the United States. But Joe Canada, he was that like I Am Canadian for Canadian beer, like Canadian beer. He's back with an update to his I Am Canadian rant. And it was like this, it was a marketing thing for beer. Like whatever. But this is apparently what constitutes patriotism as far as the low information voters of this country are concerned. Justin Trudeau is tweeting it now saying it's good to have you back. So let's watch it. Let me know in the comments, are you moved by the spirit of Canadianism when you watch a beer marketing commercial? Terror wars are over.
Hey, I know it's in our nature to cut a guy some slack, give him the benefit of the doubt, like maybe he was confused or just joking or just maybe really needed a double-double. But this isn't that guy. These aren't those people, and those are not the Rockies. They make a lot of mistakes. They mistake our modesty for meekness, our kindness for consent, our nation for another star on their flag, and our love of a hot, cheesy poutine with their love of a hot, cheesy Putin. They think they can bully us, threaten us, and push us around, but they do not know us. That artificially drawn line they keep talking about, not artificial, and it's not on a map. It's right here. This is the land that Terry ran, the land that Gord sang about. This is the birthplace of peanut butter and ketchup chips and yoga pants. It is the land of universal health care and the bench clearing for all, of innovation and optimism and getting her done. This is the land of the peacekeeper and the Shawinigan handshake. Are we perfect? No, but we are not the 51st anything. We are the first to unite in a crisis, the first to build bridges, not walls, and the first to stand on guard for thee. My name is Jeff, and we are Canadian. Thank you.
Okay, that was pathetic. Very little in there about the West, by the way, except to point out that that was the Matterhorn in that photo and not the Canadian Rockies. I'm reliably informed by the hysterical lunatics in Ottawa that you cannot politicize Terry Fox, right? Like you can't even involve him in anything that you do unless it's, of course, Pride. And then you can put a rainbow flag on him. I guess that's acceptable. But they politicized Terry Fox in there. They used universal health care, which would sooner kill you than treat you these days.
That's what I was thinking.
And also mentioned yoga pants, as if the guy who founded Lululemon isn't a conservative or something. Like, he was the guy who put up the anti-NDP signs at the end of his driveway during the BC elections. And by the way, Lululemon does brisk business in the United States. Talk about co-opting our symbols for your own nonsense. And again, the Americans love Putin. Putin will be brought to bear, by the way, by Trump. He invaded the Crimea under Obama. He started a war with Ukraine under Biden. The only time he will be brought under control and the only time he behaved himself in recent years, in the last decade, was when there was a Trump in office. If there will be peace struck, it will be because Trump pushed for it and nobody else. So ridiculous. These people are absolutely ridiculous. I could do something similar about the Liberal Party, and I would point to their love of China and Xi Jinping.
Not just that. We can actually do this same video, but with everything that is wrong in this country too, under the liberals.
Alexa, let's do that. We
like,
should.
seriously.
This
when
is the David
we
Menzies
beat
project.
up people in Ottawa, when we froze the bank account, when people die waiting for having a treatment, or people who are getting made because they cannot being treated properly. Our veterans who are underfunded and have hard time to get any services. Let's go. Let's do it. You will see that the Liberals look like pretty bad if we are doing that same one of what happened in the last 10 years under the Liberals.
Yeah, I mean, the list would be endless. Our rant would be an hour long. Fentanyl, gangs, homelessness, veterans who have to buy their own equipment when they're deployed to Latvia. Veterans, active service members, veterans, they're getting made because they can't get stairs in their house, or at least stair lifts in their house. Grandmothers who are being told it's their civic duty to accept maid. The housing crisis, the immigration crisis, taxation, carbon taxes, farmers who are selling their land or can't give it to their kids if they own a corporation or if they've incorporated their farm because of the capital gains tax. Our list could be a lot longer than we invented ketchup chips. Whoopity-doo.
If you want to be proud of your country, you just show how much natural resources we have and underexploited.
Yes. Yeah, we can't get a pipeline built. That, you know, we're being called names by our prime minister. My problem is that, not that I don't love my country. My problem is I wish our politicians acted like they loved and cherished this country and the people who live inside of it, but they don't. This could be a beautiful place, a prosperous place. I mean, we have the world's third largest oil and gas reserves. What are we doing with it? We can't even get a pipeline built. We could be like Singapore. Instead, we can't even sell our natural resources to anybody but the Americans because of the holdup in Ottawa. We should do our own rant. I feel like I just did a little bit of one. Anyway.
Oh, hi, it's Ezra Levant here in Toronto with an important message because we need your help. Independent journalism in Canada is under attack. Government censors, big tech deplatformers, and the dying legacy media are all working together to maintain exclusive control on the information you receive. They don't want you to hear other voices like ours, and they really don't want you to be informed and to think for yourself. That's why the work we do here at Rebel News is so important. Our on-the-ground reporting, independent news shows, and special content you won't find anywhere else. It's all designed to give you trustworthy information and alternative viewpoints so you can decide for yourself. We don't get government money, and we are not owned by some big global conglomerate. We're funded by people just like you, so please support independent journalism and help us continue our work by subscribing and becoming a Rebel News Plus member today, right here on the page. Go to rebelnewsplus.com.